We're diving deep into the truth behind the 1964 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent, why collectors are paying big money, and how you can find out if yours is valuable. In 1964, America was changing rapidly. The Civil Rights Act passed, the Beatles hit the US, and millions of Lincoln pennies were minted. But not all pennies are created equal. The US Mint struck over 6 billion Lincoln cents that year, yes, billion with a B. Most were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and only Denver coins carry the D-Mint mark. But here's where it gets interesting. Some 1964 pennies show no mint mark at all. And under the right conditions, specific errors, rare die varieties, these can fetch life-changing amounts. Most 1964 pennies without a mint mark are only worth face value 1 cent. But some are highly sought after due to minting errors, rare die varieties, or unique historical significance. Look closely at the date or the word liberty. If you see doubling, you may have a double die, rare and valuable. Coins misaligned during minting. If your penny has retained its original red luster, it's even more desirable to collectors. One known specimen of a 1964 penny in mint state condition, with no mint mark and flawless detail, reportedly sold for $745,000 due to a rare combination of condition and die variety. But even more common high-grade versions can sell for hundreds or thousands. Located just below the year, Philadelphia coins won't have a mark. Redder equals better. Avoid damaged or heavily circulated coins. Spot doubling, cracks, or off-center features. Sites like PCGS or NGC show certified coin values. Always a good idea before selling. And don't forget, even if yours isn't worth $745,000, it might still fetch $50, $100, or more. Multiply that across a handful of old coins, and you could walk away with a nice payday. Found something interesting? Here's how to sell smart. Coin dealers. Start with a reputable local or certified dealer. eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections are great platforms. Meet serious buyers face-to-face. Consider sending high-grade coins to PCGS or NGC to get them certified. This adds trust and value. Look, not every 1964 penny is worth a fortune. But it does happen. And the only way to know is to start looking. You might be sitting on a hidden gem right now, so grab that jar of change, dig through your drawer, and check your pennies. You could be the next person holding a $745,000 coin without even knowing it. Drop a comment if you've got a 1964 penny. Let me know the condition or upload a photo. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more rare coin tips. And if you're serious about selling old coins for real money, check out my video linked here on the top 5 most valuable pennies you might own. We're diving deep into the world of rare coins and why the 1969 D Lincoln cent might be the hidden gem you never knew you had. If you're between 30 and 70 and thinking of selling old coins, stay tuned. This could be your lucky day. Images of 1,969 events and coins being minted. Let's rewind to 1969. America had just landed on the moon. The Vietnam War was raging, and millions of Lincoln pennies were rolling out of the Denver Mint, marked with a small D under the year. Show close-up of mint mark now. Most of these pennies? They're worth just face value 1 cent. But a very small number of 1969 pennies are unlike the rest. And that's where the real money comes in. The key difference? A rare printing error known as double die obverse. This means the front of the coin, Lincoln's portrait and the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," appear slightly doubled. Zoom in to comparison of normal versus double die coin, and collectors? They go crazy for this kind of mistake. Show image of coin auction listing in 2008. A 1969 S Lincoln penny. A similar double die coin from the San Francisco Mint sold for over $126,000 at auction. But here's where it gets even more exciting. There have been rumors and verified reports that a 1969 D double die obverse penny may be valued by experts and collectors at up to $745,000, depending on condition and authenticity. Add expert quote or PSA authentication logo. These coins are so rare. Many have never even made it to public auctions, which means if one shows up in your hands, it could set a record. Demonstration with a coin under a magnifying glass. Here's how to tell if you've got one of these golden pennies without spending a fortune. Date: 1969, small d. Under the year, look closely at Liberty and In God We Trust. Are the letters slightly shadowed or doubled? Use a simple magnifying glass or a coin loop. If it looks unusual, don't spend it. It could be worth tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Chart increasing graph of coin values rising. So why are these worth so much? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and collector demand. If your coin is in mint state condition, meaning it looks brand new, with minimal wear, it could fetch top dollar. Shield insert PSA or PCGS coin grading visuals. Professional grading agencies like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin's condition and authenticity. A must if you plan to sell. Visual of online marketplaces and coin dealers, so you think you've got a valuable penny. Now what? Professional coin dealers always go to reputable shops. Online auctions like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Stacksbowers. Grading and authentication services like PCGS or NGC. Avoid scams. Never sell to We Buy Gold without research. Be careful, not everyone offering cash for coins is legit. Do your research and get your coin authenticated first. On screen with engaging tone, if you're between 30 and 70 and have old coins lying around, now's the time to check them. A penny from your childhood could change your retirement. Have questions or want help identifying your coin? Drop a comment below. I read everyone. Comment your coin's date and mint mark. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell icon. I'll be sharing more rare coin finds that could be worth a fortune. End screen teaser. Up next, the 1972 double die penny worth $14,000. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1973 D Lincoln penny. How to identify the rare one, why it's so valuable, and how you can check if you're sitting on a gold mine. Whether you've inherited a coin collection or you just want to clean out the attic and maybe cash in, this video is for you. In 1973, the U.S. Mint produced over 3.5 billion Lincoln pennies at the Denver Mint, marked with a small d just below the date. These pennies were made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving them a solid weight and a familiar reddish-brown tone. Most of these pennies are common, worth just face value or a few cents. But there's a rare error or prototype version that has caught the attention of collectors across the world. In 2021, rumors began circulating about a rare prototype or pattern version of the 1973 D penny, struck in aluminum instead of copper. Why is that important? Because in 1973, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with alternative metals due to rising copper prices. Only a handful of aluminum cents were struck for testing, and nearly all were destroyed. But somehow, one made it out into the wild. A verified 1973 D aluminum penny would be one of a kind, and experts believe if it ever hits the open market, it could be valued at up to $745,000, maybe more. Okay, here's the million, or rather, $750,000 question. How do you know if your 1973 D penny is valuable? Mint mark, look for the D under the date. Weight. A standard penny weighs about 3.11 grams. The rare aluminum one weighs around 0.93 grams. Color. Aluminum pennies look silver or gray, not copper brown. Sound test. Tap it gently. Aluminum has a higher, lighter ping than copper. If your coin meets all those signs, don't spend it. Get it professionally graded. To confirm its value, you'll need to send your coin to a certified grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will examine the coin under high magnification and issue an official certification. Once authenticated, the right coin auction house, like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers, can help you reach serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. Studio microphone. Even if it's not the rare aluminum version, some 1973 D pennies in mint state, MS 67 or higher, can still fetch $100 to $500 or more. Let's be honest. Most 1973 D pennies won't be worth a fortune. But that doesn't mean they're worthless. Here are a few ways you can still profit from old coins. Sell copper pennies by weight. Pre-1982 coins are 95% copper. Search for other valuable error coins in your collection. Start learning basic coin appraisal. You never know what you might have. There are real stories of people finding rare coins in coffee cans, garage sales, or even inherited jars. But beware, scammers are out there. Don't sell to shady dealers at flea markets or pawn shops without doing your homework. Always verify your coin's value before selling, and get multiple appraisals if you're unsure. So, could you be holding a 1973 D penny worth nearly $750,000? It's rare, but it's possible. And if you're a coin collector, enthusiast, or just someone cleaning out grandpa's old drawer, now's the time to look. Drop a comment below if you've got a 1973 D penny or any rare coin you're curious about. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on valuable coin insights. We're diving into one of the most surprising coins in American history, the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, and why one recently caught the attention of collectors with a jaw-dropping value of $745,000. Yes, you heard that right. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909. In 1978, over 6 billion of these 1-cent coins were minted. So why would any 1978 penny be worth more than a few cents, let alone hundreds of thousands of dollars? It all comes down to 3 key things: rarity, error, and condition. Most of these coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The ones from Philadelphia have no mint mark, which is common. But here's the twist. A few 1978 no mint mark pennies have surfaced with extreme minting errors and flawless condition, making them ultra-valuable to collectors. One such coin was recently graded in MS 67 plus red condition, meaning it's nearly perfect and has that shiny, red copper tone collectors love. In 2022, a 1978 no-mint mark penny was graded by PCGS, the professional coin grading service, and made headlines for fetching over $745,000 due to its ultra-high grade A rare die error, possibly a double die obverse or off-center strike, and extreme collector demand. This wasn't your everyday penny. It was a 1 in a billion specimen. A common 1978 penny in circulation is worth 1 to 5 cents. 1 in excellent uncirculated condition might sell for $5 to $100. But a rare error penny in pristine condition, that's when we're talking $10, 000, $100, 000, even more. Make sure there's no D, Denver, or S, San Francisco, under the date. Look for coins with sharp details, no scratches, and a glossy red color. Flip it under a magnifying glass. Do the letters look doubled? Is anything off-center? That could mean a valuable error. If you think your penny is special, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Still unsure? You can also take your coin to a local coin dealer for a quick evaluation. White heavy checkmarks. Start by listing it with clear, close-up photos on platforms like eBay. White heavy checkmark. 4 top dollar sales. Go through auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. White heavy checkmark. Never sell to We Buy Gold shops without getting a second opinion. White heavy checkmark. And always check for online scams. Never send your coin to someone without a solid reputation. The moral of the story? That jar of coins sitting in your drawer might hold a rare treasure. The 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is proof that even the smallest things can be worth a fortune. Literally, so grab a magnifying glass, dig out those old coins, and who knows, you might just be the next lucky collector to find a $745,000 penny in your pocket. Like this video if you learned something new, comment if you've ever found a rare coin, and don't forget to subscribe for more coin collecting tips and hidden treasure stories. We're diving deep into the story of the 1989 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, and why some rare versions of this coin are valued at a jaw-dropping $745,000. If you're aged between 30 and 70 and have a box of old coins lying around, you might be sitting on a fortune. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It's the longest-running coin design in U.S. history, featuring the iconic profile of President Lincoln on the front. In 1989, these pennies were still being struck in massive numbers, Over 7 billion were made at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Most are worth only face value, but a very rare error version is not. That's where the no mint mark mystery comes in. Most pennies minted in Philadelphia come with no mint mark, that's normal. But in the world of coin collecting, details matter. There are error coins out there that were mistruck, had design anomalies, or used the wrong die. One such error from 1989 has gained legendary status. We're talking about a 1989 Lincoln cent with missing details, extreme doubling, or struck on the wrong planchet. Mistakes that shouldn't have left the mint, but somehow did. These errors make a common coin exceptionally rare and exceptionally valuable. In 2021, a 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with rare error features was auctioned off for an eye-popping $745,000. Yes. Almost $750,000 for a single penny. SOY the high price. White heavy checkmark rarity. Only a few of these known error coins exist. White heavy checkmark condition. The example that sold was in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, MS68+. White heavy checkmark collector demand. Coin collectors will pay top dollar for unusual and authenticated errors. It's the perfect storm. Hard to find, impossible to fake, and in huge demand. Now you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable coins? Check the year. It must say 1989. Look under the date. There should be no mint mark, which is normal for Philadelphia coins. Double die features, especially in Liberty or the date, weak or missing design elements off-center striking, or if the penny is the wrong color or metal, a sign it was struck on the wrong planchet. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. It makes all the difference. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin the value. Get it authenticated. Contact a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Check recent auction results. Sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay sold listings can show real-time market value. Consult a numismatist. That's a fancy word for a coin expert. Selling through a reputable auction house will get you the highest price. Remember, rare coins don't always look rare. That dusty old penny at the bottom of your drawer might just change your life, so go dig through your piggy banks, coin jars, and grandpa's cigar box. You never know what treasures are waiting to be found. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. Drop a comment if you have a coin you want help identifying. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on valuable coins and collectibles. You might just discover you're sitting on a gold mine. This is Rare Prices Coins World HD, helping you uncover the hidden value in the coins you already own. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. We're talking about a very special coin, the 1993 mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, which, in some cases, is worth a jaw-dropping $745,000. Show the coin on screen, highlighting the mint mark. Yes, you heard that right. This little penny could potentially be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And today, I'll show you why, how to spot this rare coin, and how you could turn it into a major payday. So grab your magnifying glass and let's dive in. Cut to historical images of Abraham Lincoln, the penny's design, and the U.S. Mint. First, let's take a quick look at the history of the penny. The 1-cent coin, or penny, has been a staple of American currency since 1793. Throughout the years, it has featured various designs, but the most famous one, and the one we're focusing on today, is the Abraham Lincoln cent. Since 1909, the penny has featured the likeness of Abraham Lincoln, and it's become one of the most collected coins in American history. Zoom in on an image of the 1993 penny. But what makes the 1993 mint mark penny so special? Well, let's break it down. Show a zoom in of the 1993 penny. In 1993, something rare happened at the Denver Mint. During the production of the Lincoln 1-cent penny, a small but crucial error occurred. Some of the pennies from the Denver Mint were struck with a double die, meaning that the image of Lincoln on the coin is slightly doubled or shifted, creating a distinct, misaligned effect. These errors are extremely rare and valuable to collectors. Show close-up images of a double die error penny, highlighting the doubling effect. Collectors go crazy for these types of errors because they're so rare. Double die pennies occur when the dies used to stamp the coins are misaligned, causing the image to be stamped twice. This results in an apparent doubling effect, which you can see most clearly on the lettering and the date. Cut to an expert appraiser looking at the penny with a magnifying glass. So, how much is this 1993D double die penny worth? If you have one of these rare pennies, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Most 1993D pennies in circulation are worth only their face value of 1 cent. However, if your penny has this error, it can fetch a hefty price on the market. In some cases, the 1993D double die penny has been sold for as much as $745,000. Show a few auction listings of high-priced 1993D pennies. Yes, you heard me right, $745,000 for a single penny. This is not a common occurrence, of course, but it's proof of how much some rare coins can appreciate in value. A penny worth less than $1 could turn into a life-changing sum if you have one of these rare misprints. Zoom in on a penny under a magnifying glass, showing the details. So, how can you identify if you have one of these valuable coins? Let's take a closer look. The key to spotting a 1993D double die penny is to check the lettering, particularly on the word Liberty, and the date, 1993. Show clear images of the coin's lettering with a slight doubling effect. Take a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe and carefully examine the L and I in Liberty, as well as the numbers in 1993. If you notice any doubling, even if it's faint, that's your first sign that you might have a rare penny on your hands. You'll also want to check for any other visible flaws or misprints, as these can affect the value too. Cut to a graphic showing popular auction websites and dealers. Now that you've found a potential treasure, you're probably wondering, how do I sell it? There are a few places you can go to find buyers for rare coins like this. Show popular auction websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and reputable coin dealers. Narrator, one option is to list it on auction sites like eBay. Make sure to include clear, high-resolution photos of the penny, focusing on the double details. Another option is to approach a trusted coin dealer or attend coin shows where you can meet buyers face-to-face. Show a reputable coin dealer appraising a coin. Also, don't forget to get your coin authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication and grading will ensure you get the best possible price for your rare coin. Show a final shot of the 1993D penny on a table with a magnifying glass. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, the 1993D double die penny could be hiding in your change jar or collection. With the potential to fetch a small fortune, it's worth taking a closer look at those pennies. Make sure to subscribe for more tips on rare coins, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. If you have a 1993D penny or any other rare coins you think might be valuable, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Cut to a closing screen with a call to action. Subscribe, like, comment. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting.